Man, it is another absolutely gorgeous fall morning. Gosh, I love this time of year. Good news, our rock has showed up for backfill. That ended up being an adventure in itself yesterday. Matt's got the skid steer fired up. We're gonna get this wall backfilled and get this job cleaned up. This is that test hole we dug to locate that water main here a couple days ago. We no longer need a visual on that, so Matt's gonna go ahead and get some of that dirt shoved in here so we can get rock in behind the wall. Basically, we're gonna go ahead and fill this entire gap up with gravel. One, mostly for drainage. The other reason is this place around here freezing thaw. They expand and contract, and that'll kind of give it a cushion area to keep it from pushing on that wall. It'll kind of push on that gravel a little bit. So Matt's got his windows frosted up some more. He's being a little careful on that truck behind him. The gentleman we're working for is actually the local state fire marshal slash inspector. So we definitely don't want to take out the inspector vehicle. That would not be good. Not be good this morning. Lower your bucket down. Lower your bucket way down, right on the ground. Come forward. I know he's not that blind inside there.
I can't see anything.
There you go. Come on. There you go, Matthew. Good job, buddy. Perfect. Shove a little more of that dirt down. So eventually, once we get this backfilled, we kind of get this cleaned up a little bit, we're going to build a little bit of a swell in here to kind of direct that water down around the building. Shouldn't really be catching a whole lot of water up here. Obviously the watershed's about the top of the hill right there, but what a little bit of water we do catch, we just want to kind of get kicked on and funneled around. We're going to catch a little bit of water in this area here that's going to have to drain down between the buildings. Don't think that'll be an issue. If it does look like it's going to be an issue in the future, then we'll have to put some sort of little French drain or curtain drain or trench drain. That's what I'm trying to think of right there, but I don't think there's going to be enough water. It's just not a whole lot of water coming at us, so that's definitely a good thing. That is plenty. Matt continues to get backfilled down that stretch of wall. We're gonna hop on the Hyundai. We need to do a little bit of dirt work over here. The plan is, you guys can see we got dug out just a little bit farther than what we needed to be. It's kind of a product of having a bigger machine in here and just kind of needing room to work a little bit. Also got a little overkill too, but that's fine. But I'm gonna take some of this dirt, this extra dirt, kind of work it up and around, and then whatever dirt we got left over, we'll kind of use to build that swell up here along the top. So need to kind of get some dirt work down in here so Mac at least get in there with the skid steer, get some rock on top of that pipe, and then should be good to go. Eventually, once we're kind of happy with everything, we'll reach down there and pull that topsoil pile back up. We did bring the ruckus rake with us. So we can get that cleaned up, get some of the roots kicked out of it, so get some decent grass planted on it. So let's fire up the old Q10 this morning. I'm going to kind of slowly work this dirt up this hill here a little bit. We're going to run the compactor down next to the back side of this wall here where we're a little overdug. Mainly just need to get that access in here to get some rock on that, then we can fill her up a little bit higher. Dusty this morning, dusty. I think this one's going to finish out pretty nice though. Down there, Matt's got a little bit of rock up the wall. We're going to push a little bit of dirt down to it, kind of build up together. I want to keep a good 6-8 inches of rock along the wall before we get to dirt. That should give us a pretty good cushion area. Kind of see the system down there a little bit. This whole thing is laid in here way better than what I thought it was going to. If you guys remember, obviously this little patch of wood, there's a pile of tree. If you guys missed the first couple of videos, definitely check them out. It's turning out pretty sharp. All right, let's get a little rock down there for Matt. Or a little dirt. Up against his rock. That'll work. That will work. You missed the spot.
I'm getting there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep holding that camera.
It don't fit my hands. It's the wrong size.
I saw it fitted earlier, don't you?
I use it as a tripod. That's I stuck you guys to my shovel and lowered you down there to get that awesome shot of backfilling the rock. So, all right, Matt's got all my rock in around there. I think what I'm going to do at this point is just kind of roughly figure out how all of our grade's going to work out and how much dirt we got left over. Matt's going to hop on the compactor and compact this little section of backfill right here where it's a little excessive. I'm going to start down there with the excavator and worked my way up and around, kind of roughing in that swell and kind of seeing how that all lays out. So once we know we got it close, we'll kind of hop on the skid steer and probably smooth her over a little bit. And at that point, we'll start pulling some topsoil and stuff back. So let's get after it. Over there, guys. I'll give you a little better view of it here in a minute, but it all turned out pretty nice. Trying to get the last few things done with this excavator we need to get done so we can get it out of here. And one of them is we need to pull back and slope this edge here just slightly so we can transition that into the bottom. Keep in mind we got that water line right there, so we can't get too carried away with what we're doing here. But should open that entrance up just a little bit as well. Last thing we're going to do One of the last things we're going to do is do a little favor to the homeowner here and destack those trees. We kind of threw them all up in a pile over there. They're cramped for space. We're going to go ahead and downstack them and get them to where he can use them for firewood or something here later. So pull his last little bit back and we're going to do that. We got to work with. We're going to downstack this pile real quick. Basically cut the stumps off. We're going to go in a pile down here along with the tops. And then what a little bit of a log we get, we're going to throw up here on top. Neighbor's got a sawmill over here. He may want it for a sawmill. If you don't want it for a sawmill, they can use it for firewood. Bam, just like that. What seems to be the problem, Paul Bunyan? I think you're out of order. Out of order? Out of water. We've got 2 logs and you've been stuck 3 times. How's that possible?
That end over there wasn't fair. It was compression.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Matthew is on the struggle bus this morning. Alright, just about got this brush pile cleaned up. You can see up there, got the logs all in a pile. Got the tops all back here behind me. Got a few rocks here in the middle of this pile we're going to store up. That'll come in handy for landscaping later. Ooh, don't want to get the log out there, or the stick out there. And doing stuff like this progressive link thumb. Any thumb's better than no thumb, but you get used to using a progressive link thumb, it is hard to go back to anything else. I'm gonna get this little bit raked down, last little bit here thrown on the pile. And we're gonna do our final cleanup pass around here. That's our top pile right there. I'm just going to throw these stumps on the back side of them. That way they won't be seen. Will become official animal habitat. So here's what we kind of ended up with after we get everything sorted out. These are the logs that may actually make logs. Like I said, the neighbor over here's got a little sawmill. He's going to come over and see what he wants. And these are the ones that are definitely not good for anything but firewood. You can see he got a couple dead ones in there. I'll make some pretty good little firewood for his burn pit he's got down there. And there is all the tops and the brush kind of tucked in out of the way. So next thing on the list, we're going to jump down here and get this pipe ran down over the hill. Kind of waiting until the last minute to do that. I didn't want to track this heavy machine over that pipe no more than what I had to. And then we'll get this topsoil pulled back up the hill and get everything schmoozed out.
Would y'all just look at that? I ensured there was no rock on the edge of this pipe so that we could straighten it out nice and easily. What's he do? Dump dirt on it. What are you thinking? You know the old saying, work smarter, not harder? When you do it twice, it's harder. I made sure there was no rock on the pipe, and you just throw dirt on it.
Hey, you're only doing it once.
Oh, no, 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 no. When I put the pipe in there, I made sure there was nothing holding it on. We just roll it out. What are you doing?
I'm dealing with a little bigger shovel.
This is true. Just a few roots.
Alright, got our pipe in over there. It looks pretty good. Next thing we need to do is get this topsoil pulled back up the hill. This isn't the best topsoil. There's not much of it, but it's all we got. It's what we can scrounge up out of the woods here, so get it thrown up on here. Matt's gonna have to kind of go down through here with me with the power rake whenever I rake this all out and probably chase the roots and everything else coming out of here, but we'll make it work the best we can. So let me get this pulled up the hill and we'll switch over to the skid steer. Probably go around with the bucket one more time and kind of get everything somewhat close and kosher, and then we'll come back and go to town with the ruckus rake. Oh, this topsoil is going to be fun. This topsoil is going to be fun, folks. The Mission Millennialist topsoil is nothing special, but it's all we got.
I told you when I start digging in that corner, it's going to be a little rooty.
Yeah.
There's more roots over than what we thought.
Oh, ruckus. Well, I mean, it was woods
exactly.
at one point. So I think I'm hopping the skid steer. Let's kind of clean up that side a little bit. I'll blend that side into here. And then we'll go up there on top, kind of get everything schmoozed over a little bit, and then we'll switch over to the ruckus rake and polish her off.
Sounds good. Rocks.
All right, it is definitely not pretty, guys. This topsoil is a little less to be desired. It is full of rocks and roots, and yeah, it's pretty nasty, but we're gonna make the best of it. It got somewhat laid in here, halfway decent, but we'll see what kind of miracle worker the old AMI ruckus rake can pull off on this. I think the plan is we're gonna start here on the top and just kind of work our way on down to the bottom. This is where that AMI ruckus rake comes in superior over all the other ones. And I'll put that little bit of tilt on that, match that angle down there. It works out great, let me tell you. I don't like about it is I wish there was a way you could adjust the angle while you're moving. If you want to adjust the angle, you actually got to stop the drum from turning and kind of tweak your angle here a little bit, like so. Not the end of the world, but a little inconvenient. Still amazing how well it works getting all that debris.
Would you look at that? Take that hand rake and pull those big chunks back, and that'd be good. Whoops. Spit her out. Look at that laying in there so nice. You guys can really see that drainage start to take shape. Comes in right around the corner, right off the edge of the shadows, and it opens up down here at the bottom. Man, that's laid in there nice.
Well guys, good news and bad news. The good news is the AMI ruckus rake was working perfect and it did an awesome job kicking out all this debris, cleaning up everything real nice. The bad news is the loose drive motor has struck again. We have lost a couple bolts and did not quite get it done. We are close. Pretty much got everything done except for that last little bit right there, but we are nowhere close to some new bolts, but we are close to the shop. So Matt and I are gonna head up there, get that thing back apart, try to get a couple bolts in it, and probably come back Monday and polish off this last little bit. But this is probably gonna be the last you guys see the job. As you can tell from here, it is pretty much done. Like I said, I got the top side cleaned up, got this side cleaned up. The only thing left to do is this little bit right here, and it's not going to take a whole lot to get that that knocked out, but it's kind of part of it. It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You just got to roll with the punches. Overall, guys, I love that AMI ruckus rake. I don't know what issue we're having with that one drive motor coming loose, but we're gonna have to get that figured out sooner rather than later. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, give the video a big old thumbs up. Well, make sure you don't miss out on what we're getting into next time. I'd consider subscribing. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. Later.